We are covering the 5 conflict resolution techniques for the PMP exam. These are critical for situational questions that test your leadership and team management skills. The 5 techniques are withdraw or avoid, smooth or accommodate, compromise or reconcile, force or direct, and collaborate or problem solve. For the exam, there is a clear hierarchy of which answer is considered best. Let's start with withdraw or avoid. This is when you retreat from the conflict, postponing it or letting others handle it. An exam scenario might involve 2 team members having a minor disagreement over a non-critical task. Choosing to let them cool off and address it later could be an example of avoidance. However, on the PMP exam, this is almost always a wrong answer because it doesn't resolve the root cause of the issue. The second technique is smooth or accommodate. This involves emphasizing areas of agreement while downplaying the differences to maintain harmony. A project manager might use this to keep the peace before a major deadline. The trap here is that smoothing is a temporary fix. The underlying conflict still exists and will likely resurface. The PMP exam wants you to solve problems, not just patch them up. Next is compromise or reconcile. This technique involves finding a solution that brings some degree of satisfaction to all parties. Each side gives up something. A classic example is 2 departments needing the same resource, so they agree to split the resource's time. The key exam takeaway is that compromise leads to a lose-lose situation, as neither party gets exactly what they wanted. While better than avoiding or smoothing, it's not the ideal outcome. The 4th technique is force or direct. This is a win-lose approach where the project manager uses their power to push one viewpoint at the expense of others. An exam question might present a critical safety issue or an emergency where a quick, decisive command is necessary. This is one of the few situations where forcing might be the correct answer, but it's rare. In most cases, this approach damages team morale and is considered a last resort. Finally, we have collaborate or problem solve. This is the gold standard for the PMP exam. This technique involves incorporating multiple viewpoints and working together to find a true, consensus-based solution that addresses the root cause of the conflict. It results in a win-win outcome. If a question describes a complex stakeholder disagreement, the best answer will almost certainly involve getting the parties together to collaborate on a solution. A common exam trap is to present compromise as a reasonable option, but collaboration is always superior because it provides a lasting resolution. Remember this mnemonic to recall the 5 techniques. Creative cats seldom fight wildcats. That's collaborate, compromise, smooth, force, and withdraw. When you see a conflict question on the PMP exam, your mind should immediately go to collaborate or problem solve as the most preferred answer. Only consider other options if the situation explicitly involves a severe time constraint, an emergency, or a trivial issue. The exam tests your ability to lead, and great leaders solve problems for the long term. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.